I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. The Saints at 14-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Collins now to throw on second down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On third down, Collins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Jets, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing is Collins. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Hughes. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Collins. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And here's Collins from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be the Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Collins. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Collins to throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, as not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Hey, Alpha, right.
After the interception, here's Jackson out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah. 13.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Takes it to about the 37. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas...
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why.
This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 74 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll go with a keeper, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They run on first down with Jackson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Collins to throw on second down. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Collins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the give, here comes Jackson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jackson's going to try the sneak. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson will keep it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, a kick in the field goal taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you got something you really like, something that you practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Jets 21, Saints 14. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Saints 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Collins now on 1st down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Operating from the gun, Collins. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd.